We're here with what I'm going to call now America's general, retired four-star Army General Jack Keane. And you've seen him on the network a lot, and for good reason. As events change, as negotiations change, General Keane, what do you make of the current state of play with the announcement that we had a deal, then the announcement that the deal that they're talking about is not the same deal, that they're lying about it? Maybe we'll have another deal, and then if we get the MOU locked in place and signed, then there's another 60 days of negotiation and so forth. What do you make of what's going on right now?
Well, clearly, the president has selected a diplomatic path, and it's going to be challenging, to be sure. I totally agree with all the substance that you delivered in your monologue. This is a diabolical, ideological-driven regime that wants to survive, number one, and two, is fundamentally committed to their ideology. And it brings into question whether they're capable of making a deal, number one, and number two, whether they would ever implement it and hold to the tenets of the deal. And the reason is why we have skepticism about it, because it doesn't support their ideology. That's the reality of what we're facing here, and how significant the challenge is with this diplomatic path. You and I preferred the other option. Finish them with as much military capability as we can, weaken them so much militarily and economically that they would be on a path to eventual collapse, where the people would be able to, in time, deal and put in place a different leadership and regime. That is not the path we're on now. We're on another path. And that path is certainly going to be challenging. But the president will not make a bad deal, in my mind. And that's why if anybody's going to be making a deal with the Iranians, it's him. And the construct of this has got to go beyond his tenure as president. It has to have enforcement in it to hold the Iranians accountable to the tenets of the deal. This is going to be very challenging, to be sure. And look what we're dealing with. The Iranians are consistent in the sense that one part of the government says we agree, and another part of the government says we don't agree. And then when it comes to watching what they do, which is more about who they are than what they say, look at what they've been doing since the ceasefire on April the 8th, attacking in the Straits of Hormuz repeatedly, attacking U.S. bases, attacking allies and partners, all in violation of ceasefire. And then what is taking place in Lebanon, and they unleashing Hezbollah inside of Lebanon to attack over 2,000 rockets and drones into northern Israel, forcing the evacuation of those towns and villages, over 300 people wounded. And on top of that, Iran executes 11 ballistic missiles into Israel, all in violation of the ceasefire.